for the budget, but we're not really anymore, because the Office for Budget Responsibility, just before midday, basically leaked the entire budget. Every figure that's relevant has already been leaked long before the Chancellor gets up on her feet, expected in the next 5-10 minutes to get on her feet. After the PMQ's finished, she's been sitting next to the Prime Minister while he took questions from MPs and the backbenchers, but also from Kemi Bates, not the leader of the opposition, and frankly looking like she just chewed on a wasp, not happy at all. I frankly at one point looked like she was just going to burst into tears again, but that's just me being a misogynist. The Office for Budget Responsibility has formally apologised. They've recalled the email. Don't think that's going to work, guys. They've launched an investigation after their economic and fiscal outlook document was published early ahead of the budget. They've described it as a technical error. It wasn't a technical error. Someone just pressed send on an email way too early. They literally had the work. They probably have one of those people who's, you know, those 18 to 20-year-olds who they're going to pay more minimum wage, yeah? They probably just said, oi, Derek, can you, don't forget, you've got to press send. You go, press send, did you say? And he pressed send and it went out basically an hour plus early. So, yeah, there's going to be an investigation. And actually, Justin Urquhart-Stewart, you were just saying in the break, you thought the financial regulator might get involved because, of course, this is putting out information.
It's just price-sensitive information. We've seen what the pound has already moved against the dollar, and that would have been traded for the past quarter of an hour. And someone would be making nice money out of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're stuck in a studio and have not been doing that. Let's go back to James Matthews, who's a former Labour Party spokesman, still probably chuckling in your corner. What are they saying in your WhatsApp groups with the Labour advisors now?
Well, it's interesting you were talking about Malcolm Tucker there, Julia, because I don't know if you can see over my shoulder, but there he is. Watching our as an inspiration to all political.
The ultimate special advisor in the thick of it, absolutely. Yeah. Very expletive ridden. But I mean, what are they saying?
Well, at the moment, it's just, I mean, it's kind of a mix between kind of shock but not surprise, I think.
Fair point.
One comment from someone, and I wish I could say who, because it's someone who people might know actually, saying she's done. So
that was me.
That was, yeah. No, it's this thing of just, you know, I think people are just sick of it. They're just done. They're fed up.
The thing is, what's interesting, this isn't Rachel Reeves's fault.
No,
under no circumstances is her fault. But the thing is, when you're just associated with just uselessness, then people are going to blame you. Here's my thing. We're not going to take the whole budget live, really, because we like our audience so much. And also, we certainly don't need to now. We've already got it. And a lot of it's been briefed out already anyway. It's not much of a surprise in it so far as it is, even apart from the freezing on thresholds for 3 years, not 2 years. But the thing is, you know, this is a Chancellor who's under so much pressure. Realistically, though, is there anything in there even to please the backbenchers? Because we know she's trying to shore up her own job. But I mean, is the scrapping of the two-child benefit cap, is that enough to cheer up the backbenchers?
It might have been. You had that, and you had the minimum wage stuff that was meant to be kind of, you know, red meat. I mean, it's not really red meat. It's just, you know, kind of simple stuff, really. And it's stuff they've been begged to do by those backbenchers for a long time. So it's kind of just a equalising of the situation. The start, some thought, and somebody I spoke to this morning thought it might be the start of a new narrative direction around, you know, Labour values and all the rest of it. But right now, I don't think anything is going to cut through, even with the backbenchers, purely because of the embarrassment. And look, I will say one thing. I've come on TV and radio and slagged off Rachel Reeves for the best part of 2 years, right? But on a human level, I cannot imagine how it feels to stand up and do what she's about to do.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what everyone thinks already, and you know it's out. It's not an easy task.
She should be better at her job then, shouldn't she? But don't worry, she's the first female Chancellor, and that's what matters. Come on, that's what your lot think. That's the problem. Claire Pearsall, Omni-Shambles doesn't do justice to this. The number of leaks we've had about everything, the chaos in this government, I mean, it's just non-stop chaos all the time. I believe actually Mel Stride. Let's go to comments very, very quickly, because I believe Mel Stride, the shadow Chancellor, is speaking. Let's go straight to the comments.
This report contains market-sensitive information. It is utterly outrageous that this has happened, and this leak may indeed constitute a criminal act. In Prime Minister's questions, the Leader of the Opposition asked the Prime Minister about this leak, but he refused to answer her question. So, Madam Deputy Speaker, Please can you advise this House what steps are at its disposal to force a leak inquiry into this matter? And would it be possible to ask the Table Office to distribute copies of the report given to the House, given that everybody outside of this House has already had the opportunity to read it?
Order! This is not a point of order for the Chair. The Chancellor is about to make her budget statement.
Right, OK, we are just about to get the budget statement, of course, but that was Mel Stride, the Shadow Chancellor, who's going to be responding to the budget, which was already been, I mean, extraordinary. He's not allowed to see it in advance, and everyone else has seen it in advance. But coming back to you, Justin Urquhart-Stewart, he's pointing out this leak. It may be a criminal act. You were talking about the Financial Conduct Authority involved, but possibly even the police. Financially
sensitive information. If I was actually in a position where I had that information and I was acting on it, I would be maybe up against it for the beak. So I'm afraid the fact this is in the House of Commons, I don't know what the House of Commons rules are on this, but I expect they're extremely tight. And so, yes, there could be criminal proceedings as a result of this.
I mean, even just if it's incompetence, yes. you still, you know, there we are. I mean...
But also reflects, again, internationally as to actually what a position. You can't even control your own information coming up.
Indeed. Look, we're going to go a quick break so we don't... we can actually hear what Rachel Reeves says at the very start. We're not going to take the whole thing live. We're going to keep analysis because, let's face it, we've got the entire budget now anyway. I'm wondering if she even acknowledges that there has been this leak, given that it's just been talked about in the Commons. This is